The great soap cutting debate. Single versus multi-cutter. Congratulations! You've crafted a beautiful loaf of soap. The aroma is intoxicating, and the colors are swirling in perfect harmony. Now, it's time to transform that loaf into those satisfying bars ready for use. But wait! The big question arises. Single cutter or multi-cutter? Don't worry, this is a fun decision, and I'm here to guide you through it. Choosing the right cutter can be a game changer for your soap making experience. It can be the difference between a smooth, enjoyable process and a frustrating one. Whether you're just starting your soapy journey or looking to streamline your production, understanding the pros and cons of each cutter type is key. Let's dive in! The single cutter. A classic for a reason. This trusty tool, often a simple wire stretched across a frame, is the loyal companion of many soap makers, especially beginners. Why? Because it offers unparalleled control. With a single cutter, you dictate the thickness of each and every bar. This is perfect for intricate designs, where precision is key. Imagine slicing through a loaf with delicate swirls, knowing each bar will showcase your artistry flawlessly. Plus, single cutters are incredibly easy to clean. Just a quick wipe down, and they're ready for the next batch. However, if you're planning to churn out soap like a factory, a single cutter might slow you down. Cutting each bar individually takes time. But hey, sometimes a slower pace is just what you need to savor the soap making process. It allows you to connect with your craft, ensuring each bar is made with care and attention. Time is precious. We get it. And that's where the multi-cutter struts in, ready to be your efficiency sidekick. This tool is like the superhero of soap cutting, slicing through multiple bars in one swift motion. Talk about a time saver. Imagine this. You've got a big order to fill. Deadlines loom. With a multi-cutter, you'll be churning out perfectly uniform bars in no time. This makes it the go-to choice for seasoned soap makers and businesses with a high volume of orders. But like all superheroes, multi-cutters have their kryptonite. They require more space, both for the cutter itself and for maneuvering those large slabs of soap. They also tend to be pricier than their single-blade counterparts. And if you're all about unique, individually cut bars, a multi-cutter might not be your best bet. Finding your perfect match. Factors to consider. Choosing between a single cutter and a multi-cutter isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. Each has its own unique benefits and potential drawbacks. It's like choosing the perfect pair of shoes. You wouldn't buy shoes without considering your needs and preferences, right? You need the right fit for your needs. The same principle applies to soap cutters. So, before you click Add to Cart, ask yourself these questions. Batch size. Do you craft small batches for personal use or gifts? Smaller batches might benefit from a single cutter. Or are you whipping up enough soap to supply a small army? Larger batches might be more efficient with a multi-cutter. Frequency of production. Are you a weekend warrior, soap maker, making soap occasionally? Or do you live and breathe all things soapy, crafting multiple times a week? Your production frequency can influence your choice. Available workspace. Do you have a dedicated soap studio with ample space for all your tools? Or are you crafting on a cozy corner of your kitchen counter? Space constraints can be a deciding factor. Answering these questions will give you clarity and guide you towards the perfect cutter for your soap making style. Take your time to consider each aspect. Remember, there's no right or wrong answer here, just the right choice for you. Happy soap making. So, which cutter will rule your soap studio? The choice is yours. Whether you're drawn to the precision of a single cutter or the efficiency of a multi-cutter, the most important thing is that you feel confident and excited to cut your soap. Both tools have their place in the wonderful world of soap making, and the best one for you is the one that fits your needs and brings you joy. Remember, soap making is a journey of creativity and exploration. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things and discover what works best for you. My soap cutting journey. Lessons learned and shared. When I first started making soap, I was all about that single cutter life. It was simple, straightforward, and gave me a sense of control. I loved the control it gave me, the way I could carefully slice through each loaf and marvel at the patterns I'd created. Each cut was a small victory, revealing intricate designs. But as my business grew and my orders multiplied, I realized I needed a faster solution. Enter the multi-cutter. It was a revelation. It was a game changer for my productivity. Suddenly, I could cut dozens of bars in the time it used to take me to cut just a handful. The efficiency was incredible, and it allowed me to keep up with the growing demand. But, you know what? I still keep my trusty single cutter close at hand. There's something so therapeutic about slowing down and hand cutting a special batch of soap. My advice? Embrace both tools. Each has its own unique benefits and can bring joy in different ways. Don't be afraid to try both. You might be surprised at what you discover. The journey of soap making is full of surprises and learning. You might be surprised at what you discover. Happy soap making. Ready to cut into the world of soap making? So there you have it. The ins and outs of single cutters and multi-cutters. Now that you're armed with this knowledge, it's time to choose your weapon and get slicing. What are your thoughts on single cutters versus multi-cutters? Do you have a favorite? Share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more soapy tips, tricks, and tutorials.